Vote. Elmer, what are we doing here? Suppose your town is about to choose a new mayor. How will you do it? You'll vote. This is a rally, Sparky. We're asking people to vote for Chris for mayor.
I'm Chris. I'm Chris Smith, candidate for mayor. I hope you'll vote for me. Those people want to vote for Bill Brown. Vote? What's that? Voting is a way to choose.
You can vote for favorite books, movie stars, candy bars, or even puppies. How the Chris Smith family voted for their dog, Elmer. 8 years ago, when I was a puppy at the dog pound, the Smiths came along looking for a puppy. They couldn't decide between me and a poodle, so they voted. I vote for the mutt. No, the poodle. Vote for the poodle, Angela. Mutt. But they could have flipped a coin. Heads, the mutt. Tails, the poodle. Tails for the poodle. That's not fair. Why not? Because 2 people wanted me and only 1 wanted the poodle.
Voting was the way to find out what most people wanted. Me. Does that mean one person didn't like you? Well, you can't please all the people all the time, but I think I've grown on her. So if Chris gets the most votes, maybe she'll be mayor. What does the mayor do? The mayor is the leader of the city. Let's go help Chris find some votes. If someone wants to be elected mayor, she needs to convince as many people as possible to vote for her. You have my vote. I'm going to vote for Brown. Grr, grr, growl. You can't vote for Brown. Sparky, stop that. This country is a democracy. That means people have a right to vote for whoever they want. I'm Angela. I hope you'll vote for my mom. Gosh, I never vote. Our measly votes don't make a difference. Many people just don't vote. Why not? Many people think their vote is like a little drop of water in an enormous ocean. Their vote is only one out of many, many votes. But sometimes the winner of an election is decided by just a few votes. If people don't vote, they're letting everyone else decide for them. Well, I wish I could vote, but kids can't vote until they're 18. Suppose you couldn't vote. Everyone has the right to vote, if they want to. But when this country started, only white men who owned property could vote. That would leave me out. That would leave me out. What about me? That would leave me out. Who decided who could vote? When this country began, the Founding Fathers wrote a constitution. It said how we could govern ourselves. It said people should vote, but it didn't say who could vote. That was left to each state to decide, and that was a problem. Angry people protested. They wrote letters. They held rallies and made speeches. They marched, were arrested, and went on hunger strikes. Some were killed trying to claim their right to vote, but it took many years, 4 amendments to the Constitution, and several new laws before all citizens 18 years or older were allowed to vote. If you want to vote, you need to register. Where? At your town office, or you can download a registration form from the internet. Or you might even find a booth set up at the shopping mall or at a political rally. Do you want to join a political party? You've probably heard of the Democrats and Republicans. But you could join the Green Party, the Libertarians, the America First Party, or the Progressives, to name just a few. Or you could be an independent and not join a party at all.
Before you vote, you'll need to find out about the different candidates. How? Read newspapers, watch TV news, listen to the radio, or surf the internet. Do you agree with their ideas?
You might have a chance to hear the candidates debate. You might even be able to ask questions. Before an election, everyone tries to guess who will win. Pollsters ask some of the voters whom they're planning to vote for. Then they estimate who will be the winner, but voters can change their minds. How can you help your candidate win? Well, you can volunteer to answer phones, call voters, address envelopes, or hand out flyers. Campaigns need lots of help. They need lots of money to help pay for phones, computers, stamps, flyers, and bumper stickers, and most of all, ads and more ads. Where will they find the money? You might want to donate a few dollars to your favorite candidate's campaign, or maybe you'll be invited to a fundraising dinner. Would you like to pay $250 for a fancy hamburger and a chance to meet a candidate? If you donate lots of money, maybe the candidate will listen to you more than others. Is that fair? Does that mean your vote will count more than other voters count? There's a lot of disagreement about this. By the last week of the campaign, everyone is tired, but the candidates make more speeches. They shake more hands and they run more and more ads. Maybe, just maybe, they'll convince another few voters to vote for them. Some of these ads can be very misleading. Finally, it's election day. Most voters are assigned a particular place to vote: a school, a library, a church basement, wherever there is space for voting booths. What if you are away on voting day? You can cast an absentee ballot in advance. Some places let people vote by mail or on the internet. A few places set up voting machines early, but however you vote, you just get one vote. You can't go back and vote again. In most places, people use voting machines. Many cities and towns are replacing old machines with new electronic ones, but in very small towns, voters still mark paper ballots with a pencil. However you do it, you'll vote in a private booth. No one can see how you vote. When the voting ends, the counting begins. Who will win? Stay close to your TV or radio to find out. Usually a few hours after the polls close, the winner is announced. But wait! What if the election is won by only a few votes? The candidate who lost can ask that the votes be counted again. Then it could take a few days or longer to carefully recount the ballots to find out who really won. At last, the election is decided. In the end, someone does win and someone does lose. You aren't happy? You wish the other candidate had won? Well, remember, the mayor works for everyone, even the people who didn't vote for her. She'll need to listen to all the voters. After she is sworn in, the new mayor will have a few years to do her new job. She won't please all the people all the time, but if she does a good job, maybe the voters will elect her again. I'm older, wiser, and bigger. Of course I should be Mayor Doug. I think you should vote.